Why does hair growth feel so inconsistent? Sometimes it feels like you're gaining inches overnight, while other times it feels like you're stuck at one length for months. Is it because our hair grows super slow, or is there something else going on? Hair growth is not just about stimulation. It's not just about your hair regimen, and it's not just about the products you use. It's also about the state of your internal biology. A calmer internal state changes the conditions our hair follicles operate in over time. In this video, I'm going to break calm down into distinct biological processes, each affecting hair growth through a different pathway. My goal is to give you a new understanding of how hair growth works, why sometimes hair grows like a weed and sometimes doesn't, even when your routine and products stay the same. Our internal body is so busy managing multiple processes at the same time, and it does it well. But energy is limited, so it can't give everything the same level of attention all at once. So to compensate for this limitation without sacrificing efficiency, our body ranks by priority. Some processes are treated as high priority. They need quick responses and constant monitoring. And others are treated as low priority. They rely on steady, ongoing support. Hair growth falls into the second category because it's a long-term process. It doesn't respond well to sudden changes, and it doesn't benefit from urgency. It benefits from consistent availability. Some people refer to this as homeostasis. It's not a fixed point, it's a dynamic state of balance. When your body experiences a change in this flow, either from chronic stress, illness, poor health, and diet, these low priority, long-term processes, like our hair follicles, don't shut down. What happens is that less becomes available to them. Less nutrients, less minerals, just overall less support. And how long this lasts is determined by how long your body experiences this disturbance. It could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. This is what interrupts our growth phases and creates those noticeable inconsistencies in hair growth. When your internal state is calm and not given extra work to do, your hair follicles don't have to compete for availability. Hair growth is highly dependent on a consistent, uninterrupted flow of nutrients to maintain its growth phases. It doesn't need intensity, doesn't need to be forced, pushed, or activated to grow long. The calm I'm talking about doesn't make hair grow faster. It makes hair growth consistent, cumulative, and easy. Another way a calm internal state positively affects hair growth is through something called cellular communication load. This refers to how well the systems in our body communicate with our hair follicles. Our internal body is super noisy. Systems and cells gossip about each other, send messages back and forth, make plans, call for backup, argue, and do small talk. It's a loud, organized chaos with the goal of repairing and updating what needs to be fixed, keeping everything stabilized and regulated, maintaining an immune system that's strong enough to protect you, and a fast enough metabolism to sustain you. All these internal systems directly affect our hair follicles and hair. They tell them how to grow, when to grow, what growth stage they should be in, and so on. Even if you were the healthiest person in the world, your internal body is still busy and noisy because that's how it gets things done, through efficient, intelligent communication. But there are times in life where our actions overload some of these systems. And the more our body has to repair, adjust, and rebalance, the louder our internal environment becomes, and the less our hair follicles are able to hear, so to speak. The growth signals and instructions get harder for them to follow, resulting in unpredictable responses and inconsistent growth patterns. This doesn't happen because your follicles are broken or damaged. It happens because they're navigating a lot of information at once. As your internal demand eases and calms down, the communication load lightens and reduces the number of signals competing for attention. Instructions become clearer and easier for your hair follicles to understand and follow through more consistently. Another angle of how a calm internal state supports hair growth is through something called biological synchronization. This is basically how well our internal systems stay in coordinated rhythm. Every single system in our body also runs on a rhythm. Our nervous system operates on a rhythm called neural oscillations. Our heart functions on a precise rhythmic cycle controlled by an internal electrical system. Our hormonal system operates on multiple rhythms, primarily the 24-hour circadian rhythm. Even our hair follicles operate on a rhythm called hair growth cycles. For things to work as they should, all the different rhythms have to work together. Like our solar system, each planet orbits and rotates at its own rhythm, but a minor shift in one planet's rhythm will destabilize the entire solar system. So when you throw off the rhythm of one system in your body, like your circadian rhythm, it can throw off the rhythm of other systems in your body, like your hair growth cycles. In most cases, your hair won't stop growing. It'll just lose its consistent growth pattern and grow in a more stalled and inconsistent way. Until, in this case, your sleep gets better. Our body, especially our hair follicles, rely so much on a routine, consistent, rhythmic lifestyle. Making a small change of sleeping, waking up, eating at the same time every day will have a huge positive impact on your physical health, your mental health, and on the way you look. So do calm people grow more hair? I don't know. You can look calm on the outside, but be a hot mess on the inside. The real question is, does a consistently calm internal state make hair growth better? The answer to that is yes. Hair growth doesn't respond to calm as a feeling. It responds to what calm changes inside the body. A calm internal state is so important to hair follicles because they don't have to deal with unnecessary competition, internal noise, and they stay supported long enough to complete their growth phases the way they were designed to. Hair growth is not about short bursts, it's about continuity. So if your hair ever felt like it grew easily during certain periods of your life and struggled during others, it may not be because of your products or your routine or something you're doing wrong. Sometimes it's about what your body is juggling behind the scenes. And understanding that gives you a completely different way of understanding hair growth. Not as something to be forced, but rather something to protect by letting support stay in place long enough to matter. I hope this video was helpful. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.